There's so much to talk about aftermath of the Raptors' victory over the New York Knicks. My pleasure to have Nate Robinson on the show. Nate, up and down. I mean, first half was sluggish, but the second half you guys were coming out and then ran out of gas in the fourth quarter. Talk about Wade as a team, to be.
We got to get stops. I mean, it's tough when you play a jump shooting team like the Raptors. They shoot the hell out of the ball, but we got to bounce back and be ready for the next game.
Nate, talk about I haven't spoken to you since that 43-point onslaught against the Atlanta Hawks. So talk about how gratifying was it to get back and get your chance and then show and lead the team to victories like 1-on-5 basically.
It definitely wasn't that, but my teammates, they definitely helped out a lot. But it was just I think guys to be back playing again. You never want to take anything for granted, and because you're very fortunate to be able to lace up your sneakers and play the game you love. So you got to cherish every moment. But I'm happy I'm back, and hopefully I can stay in rotation and continue to help this team get where it needs to be.
Thank you, Nate. I'll let you go. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. My pleasure to have once again Al Harrington. Al, great game. Everything was going well inside, outside. Talk about the things that needed to happen to get the victory, though.
Man, we needed not only to get such a big lead in the beginning of the game. Obviously we struggled offensively, and that really hurt us, and we just could never catch up.
Overall, over the past month, the Knicks have obviously been playing well. Do you feel now every game is a playoff situation now because it's a logjam for the 8th seed?
Of course, you know what I'm saying. It's 5 teams fighting for 3 spots, and 5 pretty good teams. So we have to take advantage of opportunities like tonight when we need to win. Especially versus a team that it could be us fighting for a spot. So obviously we lost back to the drawing board and just try to get one tomorrow night in Detroit.
So you're doing that's right, back-to-back with Detroit and everything like that. So talk about how surprising their struggles are, overall.
It's very surprising because they always usually one of the elite teams in the East, but obviously a team in transition and they're struggling, and we can't allow them to try to get any type of rhythm versus us. So we have to just take it very serious and go out and find a way to win.
One more question for you, trade rumors involving your name and stuff like that. And I know this team could do special things, especially getting into the playoffs. So talk about how you're keeping your focus going through everything that's going on around your name and everything like that.
I don't read the paper. That's the way I handle it. I don't read the paper no matter if I have 50 or I have 2. I don't touch the paper. So if I don't know what's going on, it's easy for me to focus.
Al, thanks a lot.
Coach, you fell behind early, couldn't get back into it. What was your assessment of that first half?
Well, I think first you got to give them credit. They shot the living daylights out of it. We didn't make them feel us at all, and Bargnani had an unbelievable first half. Having said that, and then we started off cold. We were missing open shots, layups, and everything. And it took us a while to get into it. We didn't do it, and we stated the obvious, but that was the game. And then we started playing well, and when we played well, it was okay.
Coach, how difficult was it matching up with them, considering all the shooters they were able to put around the perimeter?
Well, it shouldn't be that difficult just because we should have been able to guard them. And we did in the second half, we just didn't do it in the first half. And again, a little bit that they played extremely well. They are a very talented team, but we could have done better. We just didn't do it for whatever reason. It seemed like we were really tight the first couple quarters and loosened up and played a little bit better.
How bad did Calderon hurt you guys tonight? Was that what you had planned for him?
That he would hurt us like that? Yeah, I stayed up all night just devising that. That was one of our plans. Maybe we could do the rope-a-dope. It didn't work. Now he again, he's a very good point guard. He came in, hit all the mid-range shots, and we were trying to switch on him, and he took advantage of it. He and Bargnani absolutely destroyed us.
How, with Wilson picking up, his fourth foul early and then Jeffries in the foul trouble, did that change what you were actually trying to do?
Well, that really hurts us. They're our best plus and minus guys, and they were in foul trouble. And I tried to push the envelope a little bit by playing them anyway. And they're very important to stay on the floor. And we couldn't, we could only get Will on the floor 23 minutes. Jared did end up with 30 minutes, but they've been the guys that really solidified our defense, and I couldn't get them on the floor in the first half.
When Bargnani has a first quarter like that, does it completely throw you out of your game plan for this game?
Well, you just hope you can weather the storm. What happened was they did score 39, we scored 20. I thought we missed a lot of open shots, and those are the times that they could be up 10, but they can't be up 19. And you just weather that, and he's going to cool off a little bit. But because our offensive output was so bad in the first and second quarter. And obviously they scored. It was 29 points was too much, I believe.
Talk about the offensive diversity. I mean, there's a lot of versatility with tonight going on, like athleticism inside and also the perimeter shooting. Talk about how that's really developed throughout the season.
I think that's one thing that's helped us a lot. One of the reasons we've made a little bit of a run is because we haven't been afraid to go to guys off the bench, Amir Johnson, Sonny Weems, and guys like that can come in off the bench and give us a lift and do good things. And those guys are super athletic and they bring us a quickness that we don't have in the starting lineup.
And the defense was very good tonight.
Yeah, I thought we hold a team at 44%, but it's still we gave up too many threes in the second half. But we knew that was the way that they were going to try to get back in it. They go 8 for 18, so they shot the ball well.
You think Andrea was especially fired up to play against Danilo tonight, the 2 Italian guys?
Probably had something to do with it. So I mean, when you have 82 games, you hope that there's a little bits of motivation, different ways along the road. And if that was one of them, I don't know. I know they're friends, but I don't think that he particularly wanted to. He wanted to play well, and he did.
Do you think the Madison Square Garden effect had anything about DeMar getting the line 14 times?
Well, I didn't think he was very sharp early. I think he got caught in a couple defensive things early. And unfortunately, because Marco tried to go and then just didn't feel well, he couldn't go. Antoine's knee flared up. We had to go with a short rotation at that 2-3 position. And the kid responded. I mean, he got better as the game went on. And he scored buckets when we needed them in that third, fourth quarter. So I was glad. I thought he had a slow start, but he sure came out and finished really well.
When you saw Bargnani come down the lane and make that dunk, and then all the teammates get up on the bench and he's jumping up and down, what do you think about that?
I think that's Andrea. I mean, he's starting to show a little bit more emotion. He's starting to communicate a lot more, and I think that it was a great play. I didn't think it was demonstrative at all. I just thought it was a good play, and it wasn't at any one of their players. It was to his teammates who appreciated the great play that he did.
So, Coach, talk about is Jose making his way back to the starting lineup?
I don't know. We had 39 points in the first quarter. I think our starting line is pretty good right now. But he played great. So I honestly, I think both those kids are good team players, and I think the only thing that's missing for one of them is going to be now starting at point guard. Who cares? I hope by NBA you're past that being a big effect. Right? I hope that you're past that. Jose played the majority of minutes tonight because he played better.
And it's a good problem to have.
Great problem.